and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny, and today we are starting with a speed build of a sort. I was feeling like building the other day and wasn't feeling like chatting, so here we go. I'm building the post office for Silkenshore today, and honestly it's been a couple of days since I recorded this, so it's a bit of a surprise to me as well in what order I did things. But basically we have a loading bay, and then we have like a shop area, and I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. I like it. Even now I like it still after a couple of days have passed. So there's a lot of custom content, and this place is mostly going to be selling the various greetings cards that I downloaded from Mod The Sims, and it's gonna be great. I'm pretty sure that the way that I'm gonna play with this is actually I'm gonna make a sim, and I'm gonna cheat them the money to quote unquote buy this location, and they're gonna run it like a business with quite low amount of income, I think, and they're not gonna be allowed to sell it, or if they do, I'm gonna cheat their money back down as if they never sold it, because it is owned by the town. It's not a private post office. That's not really a thing that happens where I live, so I feel it's more realistic this way. And the first thing I'm doing here, building wise, is I'm putting in all the things that I need, and then I'm gonna focus on actually doing the other bits. Like here I'm struggling with the roof, and I'm trying out different designs, and in the end I kind of go for this tried and true flat roof plus a lot of small eaves moment. And for those I even delete a part of the roof because I feel like it just it slides in and out weirdly, if that makes sense. But it's alright. In the end we do get there. It's looking really great right now, and until I stumble upon this like orange number. And I feel like it just needs a little bit of pop to make this not super depressing. Which it is, in some ways it is fair to be depressing because it's a governmental situation, you know? Government-owned buildings tend to be a bit, here and there. I'm trying to look through this new sign that I found to see if I have a better one, but no. And then some AC units up to the roof. I'm trying to find actual ones, but I can't, so I'm just gonna use the platforms to kind of fake it till I make it. And a grey edge rather than a wood one. And we're almost actually done. So this is 10 times speed and taking about 4 minutes-ish. So that should tell you about how long it took in actuality. It still needs freshening up, which we will do in-game when we play with this eventually. But until then, this is the post office we're going to have until we have a sim to go in with it. And we are in game. I just wanted to take a moment to show you how the post office sits in the town and how it fits into what we're doing so far. So here it is. If I need to make little tweaks to the post office or other locations, I will likely do them off camera. Unless I have a sim that's like working there, I suppose they'll take care of it. So as you can see, I tried to be consistent with the lighting. And to a degree, I think I was. This might be a little too much, but it works while on lot view, so I'm not super fussed about it being a bit extreme when out of lot view. Anyway, look. We can even see the shelves and everything. How cute. Anyway, let's get to actually playing today, right? And here we are. Back to figuring what Dewdrop's gonna do with her life. What a classic. Her computer's broken. She's asleep and she wants to go on a date. Let's see. And she has work to go to, so I suppose I'll catch up with you after she's back. This apartment is crazy. Alright. Why is no one getting along with Goopy? Oh. Oh. We can join. We don't want to be on anyone's bad side, though. It seems like hanging out with Goopy might get us on Samara's bad side, which seems unhealthy. Oh well, she doesn't seem to be around, so it's probably fine. But what do we want to do? We want to go out on a date. And we probably should fix our computer. Oh. Hello. Ah, Rosa, our bestie? They do seem to phone a lot. I think it's cute. A bit weird by modern sensibilities, but you know, it was like this. I remember. Oh, it's the baby. Because Rosa, I think Rosa, when we left her, she was pregnant, right? Oh yeah, because I remember I was thinking about baby names already. Apartment's in great shape? What do you mean? Well, I guess the computer doesn't count. I'm sorry, Rosa, we have to repair this, and then we need to take a bath. Can we repair it? No. Alright, well, we tried. That's, it is what it is, I guess. I was thinking, how much should we try to save before we move into an actual house? Like, sure, I could move into a house now if I wanted to, but it's not quite the same, is it? See if Blunder is home. He does seem to be home based on the sound. But no, alright. He was busy. I thought we might have had a nice evening out with Blunder, but I guess I was too late. So it is what it is. Sleep well. Should we get up? I suppose she will. For once we're up at a decent hour. Oh, we have a vacation day. All right. Well, there are things we want to do. Change into everyday. And she wants to juggle, but she doesn't have a fridge. You know what? I'm gonna permit her to buy a fridge. I'm gonna leave that one there though. How are these fridges? Oh, coolers, of course. Well, I don't think I want to get the worst one. So maybe this one. It is an upgrade, and it does count as a real fridge, but it is a bit small, isn't it? Maybe this one? It still has the old-timey apartment charm, but it is a real fridge, so there's that. What do you mean? What if I put them this way around? Can you... Oh, okay. Oh no, I was unable to get the camera in. Sorry, Dewdrop. That's my bad. Let's play darts. Isn't there a darts board somewhere? God, I don't remember. This is what you choose to listen to? Oh yeah, I got the mod that randomizes the radio station whenever you open it. I just feel like it'll make the music more varied. Sorry, I'm yawny today, damn. I guess we could get a dartboard. Did it like here or here or here? Why not? I think they're here. Yeah. Let's just get a dartboard. I'm pretty sure there's one downstairs, but that's fine. Oh, she is shit at this. Oh, that's all? You throw like 3 darts? No, play again. Oh! Nice. Nice. I think. Oh, no, that's nice. Okay, that is pretty cute. Now, what do you want? You want to have a date, and you want to play Kicky Bag. I guess we should have a date. I'm gonna have the date, I think, in the post office, which I know is strange. But, in my defense, it's new. So, and it's not her workplace, so. So that's a bit better than nothing, right? She's hungry, and I don't think I put anything in the post office to be able to deal with that, so we probably want to have a juice if possible before we go. Can we manage? A little bit. Let's go. And here we are at the post office. How romantic? Oh, he's thinking about someone else. Well. Oh well. Let's see how it goes, you know? Oh, she's immediately... Yeah, I put in these. Okay. These should help with the hunger a little bit. Have pillow fight, tell joke, play. So let's try the pillow fight. Oh! So at least they're friends, you know? I am fine with that. Entertain, joke, dance. And he wants to talk, so let's do that. Let's spill some hot goss, you know? Oh, did I put these the wrong way around so that the people are getting... Well, if I have someone playing this, I have to remember to lock this door, I think, for customers, which is fine. Just gonna go through some of the things they want to do. He wants to dance, or she wants to dance. What a weird place to dance, but you know. Who am I to judge? Who was it? Oh, Brandy! Oh, Blender, you got... Uh-oh. You know what? There's a certain poetry in this scene, you know? I'm just gonna... She's just... Yep. She's not remorseful at all, you know? After all, it's not on her to manage his love life, you know? Sorry, I had to blow my nose there, but damn! This is the tea. And as you can see, both of them want to get engaged now, so... I'm just gonna lock those in. And, I feel like... I feel like that's what we might do. Not on this date, though, but... Maybe on another one? Oh my god, this is... Why is she still sticking? Literally coming between us. Brandy, get out! Fucking third wheeling. What is... He's like literally... Oh well. Why make out though? Why not? Why not? They don't really want to do anything else on this date. I just wish I could like edge this date into good territory, and then I'm fine, you know, because it's pretty close. And there it is. All right, I'm gonna end the date there because I feel like you know, a lot's happened, and I'm fine with that. How do I thought I could just click on myself and then end date, but do I have to do it on him? Yeah. Yeah, let's go out again. Let's buy some greetings cards though. Maybe engagement for the future, you know? Oh, can I not? Did I put this on wrong? Alright, well. Let's buy some cards. Normal cards. Oh, he's got hearts for everyone. I didn't think Blunder would be a ladies' man, but apparently he is. Dang. Far East? No, not Far East. I want the normal ones. I think these are normal ones. Mm-hmm. That's too soon, I guess, for a lot of people. I wouldn't know. I'm not American, so let's get a nice little doggy. Why not? This does kind of feel like post office behavior, though. The Sims are all working absolutely perfectly. Let's get a magazine while we're here. Why not? What kind of a magazine would she get? Aliens? We have to check actually. What are her interests? I don't really keep track of these because honestly I'm not super interested in what the Sims are interested in most of the time. Like, I don't know. This feels like a mechanic that's not very clear to me, so I'm not super into it. So politics, environment, sports. Not work, not health. Certainly not culture. I feel like it's the Young Sim magazine. Maybe that's her. I don't know. Sure, let's get it. Look, if we don't like it, we can just get a different one another time. That's how it goes. Okay. Now we can go home. Something that I don't like about The Sims 2 is that if you go somewhere, like on a date or whatever, you can't walk home. Even if your home is, like, super close. Technically. I know, yeah, my fade distance is pretty low because of recording purposes. So, just gonna have to deal with that. Not being ideal. Oh well. I'm certainly surprised that it's turning out this well for her. Benjamin's like fully ghosted us, I think. We haven't even seen him in the apartment. He's just fully gone. And we are back. We can't really... I think we have to be BFFs before we can ask him. So maybe we should just hang out with him for a while. The long-term relationship is just gonna take a while. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about them getting married, because I would ideally like to have multiple different kinds of couples with like the townies, so that I could have multiple different families. But I think I'm gonna add more families later anyway, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? I don't think so. And we really need to get her a proper kitchen, damn. No, we're not gonna get into it. No. Oh god, everyone hates us now. Ah. I think we have to move out. Maybe once she and Blunder are engaged, they can move in together and then move out. I think I'm gonna have him propose so that the timeline is as right as it can be, so that both of them have gone through this most of this round anyway. So it's I don't mind them being a bit off, because you know shit happens, but it would be nicer if things did match, you know? It's not exactly a must, but it would be nice. Also, I didn't realize that she'd gotten her points at some point. Oh, because she fixed the computer. Oh, yeah. So she might actually get promoted. This would be nice. Not necessary, but would be nice. Come on, have some cereal. Oh god, I'm immediately torn. Because I would like to get them together as soon as possible, see? But if I do so with her, then that means that his round is going to be omitted. I guess I shouldn't think about it that way, because it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Because, like, it'll even out eventually, it's fine. Like, I don't care that much. But I do want to take screenshots of this. Because this is amazing. Let's see his expressions. Oh. What a beaut. That's amazing. Alright. And I don't care what she wants. I want them to move in together. They can get married later, but... Yes. Yes. Good. Thank you. And that means that during next round we can move out, because we got plenty of money now for it, because he brought in money. Okay, how's their age difference? It's not too bad. He's got 60 days and she's got 46. Well, that is not ideal, but you know, gotta get yourself a twink husband, I guess. He's a very young adult, and she's still a young adult, I think, because the midpoint is kind of like the difference for me. So maybe she's like, she's like 20 something, and he's like 19. Oh, they're moving very fast. But I want to see, because he had some drama going on. So yeah, he had some drama going on with Brandy. Oh, he got to keep the razor. Nice. But no. What I wanted to see is the memories. So he did kiss Brandy. He's met the dogs, yeah. And then dates with Dewdrop. Smooching with Dewdrop. Another date with Dewdrop. Then Brandy didn't like that. Making out, enemies with Brandy, engagement, and join the family. Alright. What happened to his family memories, though? Did I ever make him any? I did. So this is why I don't like it when the heirs move out from their family. It means that the family story gets kind of jumbled. So what I'm gonna have to do is go back and and add the texts back here. I think I'll do that off camera. I'll be right back. Okay, so as you might have noticed, we are no longer in Sims. But I realized that there is an image that I want to edit in. So I'm gonna need to do that. And it's not gonna be very complicated. Once again, I'm just gonna take a couple of images and crossfade them very simply to make a more quote-unquote kind of like complete storytelling type image. So I'm just adjusting the pieces around, and then I'm gonna erase the image that's on top so that we can actually see the people. It doesn't have to be super smooth, it's fine. And then I'm gonna do the same with this image, but I want to have her like maybe like this. Sure. Then we're gonna do the same kind of fading. And I think there's a spot in here where I do want her body to be visible, and I want this bit to be crisp. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, we don't need the animation timeline. I'm going to select this area real quick. And again, I'm not doing any of this to be like super fancy or anything, but I just think that sometimes it's nice to have stuff like this, you know? So now when I put this on, you know, it overlaps nicely. And then I want to kind of, because I broke these like shine lines. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a kind of low opacity brush, and I'm just gonna put in a few new ones. And then filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Just gonna do that a bit. Maybe like that much? I don't know. And now you can still see that there's issues like here at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eyedrop this color at the back, and I'm just gonna paint it in, and it's gonna look weird in the beginning. But when I do that a couple of times to kind of continue this decoloration here, it gets a little bit better. And then when I go back to this layer where this picture is, and I take the blur tool, I put the brush size up, and I blur the, oh, whoops. I blur the top of this. I noticed that I'm gonna need to make this brown longer. And again, it doesn't have to look good in this scale. It has to look good in like this scale when it's actually in game. So that's what I'm aiming for. And now I'm just gonna save this with the same name that the actual photo itself had. And I'm gonna use the snipping tool to take a picture of that. I'm gonna open the thumbnail itself, which is for the same snapshot. Wait, that didn't take snipping tool again. Let's see. I believe I'm getting sick, so hence the voice, but it's, you know, it's fine. I'm just gonna resize this to be the correct size. And then save that with the same name. And now we'll have that picture to use in game. Okay, and we are back. And I've added some, I didn't add everything, but I added some stuff in here. So most of the stuff is still the same, just from Dewdrop's perspective, but then I've added this one, which says, after moving into the apartment, Splendor Goldman was lucky enough to get a spot. being an adventurer didn't always look the best in resumes. I just kind of tried to interweave things as they went. And then added this one. After being thoroughly ghosted by Benjamin, Dewdrop turned her gaze elsewhere, and Blunder was right there. How convenient for her! And it seemed like he was along for the ride. In a chaotic turn of events, it came to be that Blunder's almost girlfriend, definitely now ex, thought things had been exclusive when no such thing had been agreed to. Love is in the air, and Dewdrop takes a chance at happiness with Blunder. Maybe together they can weather all storms and take on the adventure of life. So I think this one might go into the actual neighborhood story because it is more relevant. But it is a shame about Benjamin. I was really hoping it would turn along. But oh well. You know, not everything goes as planned. Maybe it was meant to be. What are you trying to do? Relax? Oh. Oh, because this door is locked. Oh, that's not ideal. Is this door also locked? Yeah. I need to redo all the locks. There we go. Oh, and they're going to do their own thing, alright? Oh, I thought he had, like, hair for a moment. Oh, no. Gotta love how their textures work. Interesting toe placement, sir. Aw, they're cute. Oh! That part is less... excuse me? Well, it sounds like they both had a great time. Great! So he does want to get married. He wants to have a whole ass party. She's not that interested in marriage. But she doesn't seem to be against it either. I'm gonna let it simmer for a while and see if either of them gets interested. And at the beginning of next round, we're gonna have them move, I think. Come on, answer the phone. Yes, Dewdrop is in fact available. What else do you want? A skill point. Oh, he does need a lot of skill points, so I'm going to get them a shelf. No kitchen though. You could study a bit of mechanical, sure. Because he does want to learn. Can you get this before you have to go? Yes. Okay, good. Not completely unqualified then. Multi-regional system of some question. Yes, yes. So what are you doing? Now this is why I like having multiple sims, because one goes to work, we don't have to immediately ditch. We have in fact multiple people who we can deal with. What do you want? Have a pillow fight? Is there anyone downstairs? How's Marissa doing, actually? Let's see. Marissa, would you like to come over? It's been a while. And by a while, I mean like exactly like 3 days or something. But that is quite a while in Sims time. Come on. I need to unlock this so that she can get in. Come on, Marissa. Or not. I guess we can hang out downstairs. I guess. Pillow fight. Yeah. This is kind of sweet. Like, I wish I, as a grown-ass adult, would have the energy and childlike joy to be able to do this. Oh. You're spreading goss about Blunder? Oh. Nope, don't poke her. Could you, like, maybe try to patch things up? I know that it's not... It's not that important in the grand scheme of things, but... I don't know, having enemies makes me a bit uncomfortable. I guess she's mostly enemies with Blunder. I just don't want to be like actively trying to poke at her, you know? If you could get to like 0, I would be pleased. Stop! Why don't you go upstairs? Do whatever. And Blunder... You want to play Marco Polo? Okay. Maybe you can play with Dewdrop? Wait, how did that work again? It's under ask, possibly. No? You know, let's ask Brandy too. Why not? I don't know how this game works. And Dewdrop, you can actually continue. No? You can't continue using... Yeah, you can. Okay. just left a pot in there to play Marco Polo. Okay. Seems safe. You do that, and then take care of your needs, please. Thank you. And Blunder, I'll have you do the same thing after she's done. Gosh. And then you can go back to sleep, as far as I'm concerned. Just makes sense to take turns, you know? Which of them does have more energy? She does. So when she gets up, she can... Oh, gosh. Yeah, she can serve food. And then he can clean this up. And I assume she left the food somewhere in here. Yep. Great. It's her time to go to work. So you do that. Who knows? Maybe we'll get promoted. That would be exotic, wouldn't it? And he can put away these leftovers. Oh, we hadn't paid our rent? That's not good. Ugh. Oh, Blunder. Once more, enjoying life to the fullest. I'm thinking if they get married, what should their last name be? Should they be Goldmans or Glisten Eyes? Or Golden Eyes? Or Glisten Men? Or Glisten Golds? Or Gold Glistens? I don't know. You know what? You can learn fire prevention. That's fine. Carpool will arrive soon. Okay, so there's some overlap between their work times. It's fine. And I'll be right back. And here she is. Yes! Ah! Dudop has been promoted to Dive Master. You're not just a diver anymore, and you're through with the constant itchy scalp. You are a master of diving and divers alike. Explore the deeps for long-lost relics, or shave some simoleons off your monthly oyster bill. Remember to keep your own life clean and orderly, as you still have to live in the real dry world sometimes. But never forget, the world is your oyster. Oysters are your oysters. Nice. Actually, while we're paused, I do need to check if they have any points. She doesn't, but he does. So I'm gonna get those. I'm gonna get all of these for his needs, and I'm going to allow him to learn Grandma's Comfort Soup and Slow Need Decay from the family tree. That works for me. Let's see what they don't have anything much in their inventories. Does she have a career award yet, or can she even get one? I don't remember if oceanography has one. It does. So she can get the koi pond. Or possibly get the koi pond. If she gets high up enough. And he can get whatever the fuck this is. Sure. Alright, well, she wants to do simple things like juggle, so we're gonna have her do that. That is in fact something you can do. No, you can do that. Don't. There you go. Actually, I'm gonna have her clean up a little bit. Why not? Alright, that's enough. Go clean. Hello? Oh, Rosa. I think Rosa's the only person who ever calls her. I would say it's a bit sad, but it is actually quite wholesome. Oh. Nope. The Q key is way too convenient. God damn. When is he coming out of work? 8 p.m. So he's coming out like now. Can she clean this up before he comes back? Yeah, he got money. Okay. And he wants to play darts. We'll let him. It is really refreshing to have 2 Sims. I'm dreading the time when we have like full households, right? It's gonna be chaos. But maybe like enjoyable chaos, you know? Let's see. Oh. A toy making bench. No. Not in an apartment. No, sorry. Island vacation. Well, you are already on an island, and we don't have a vacation hood yet, so... No. You could go and, oh, not break up. Still go here. You could have a date night. Why not? Why not? A good bathroom date, you know?
Dag.
Let's see. And play. And you want to tell a joke. Okay. What else? Pillow fight, dance, and joke. Can we have a slow dance? Or do we need to have music for that? Let's see. How do we slow dance? Oh, maybe this? Nope. Oh, you need to go here? I don't know. I'm gonna have him make an effort also. Hmm.
Kiblan? Ubabagan.
Ni baga.
Eşi ver. What did it? Oh.
Ooh. It's a talk and flirt.
Puga.
I guess we'll let him do that.
Natina.
Lavatana. Eva. Est-ce que vous l'avez passé que c'est l'Eva?
Oh, this is dating is giving so many points.
Oh.
Damn. Like, I don't think we're gonna really use the aspiration points all that much. But damn. This is definitely a way we could cheese it if we wanted to. Nice. I think that's the. Oh. Do we need to wake up to be able to end the date? Is that what's needed? Yeah, we can't just end the date by falling asleep. And you can immediately take that in the house. And we probably should sell this other one. You know, it's from Benjamin, so let's just keep this new one instead, you know? Oh, a separate bathroom and a toilet in the house would probably be a good idea. Can you like wash your hands or something then? Just keep washing. I think I'm gonna have them go to sleep and call that done. It is technically over, but you know, she can't even sleep. Well, I'm gonna call it here. What a beautiful love story. What a beautiful happenstance that we've encountered. Okay, now we just have some homework left to do. And here we can, back in the My Family Tree app, we can now connect an existing person. And we're going to connect Goldman Blunder as a current marriage person. It auto filled this out. And the marriage place can actually be Silkenshore. So we have our first time of Silkenshore being a location. And now when we look at them, they actually read as married. And we can click between them and it'll just work either way. And it'll say that they're husband of Dewdrop Glisteneye and that they're not technically married. I suppose we should adjust that to... Can we adjust that to can we adjust this to, instead of being a marriage, can this be living together? I guess they're engaged, but they're not married. I guess. So it just says partner of. Yeah. Wait, why does it say partner off, but only for Blunder? Huh. That's weird. But you know, as long as they're connected at this point, I'm fine with that. But if someone else uses this program, let me know what you found. Another thing that we have to update is our sheet. So not only are we at 2.2 for the Glissenei family, but now Blunder is in fact a part of that family, so the Golden family no longer exists. And that's not the only thing that we have to do. We also have to update their occupations. So he's what was it? Was it multi-regional? I'm gonna check actually. It is multi-regional, not multinational. And I have no idea if this is capitalized or not. And Dewdrop is no longer a sea lice researcher either. She did get promoted to So I think we should have updated Blunder the last time we played as him, because he got promoted. Let's see if we... I don't know if we know Blunder's... we do know Blunder's do we? We still don't know Blunder's hobby, so we don't know. But Dewdrops is still sports, and she no longer has a potential partner. She now has a partner. Though technically she and Benjamin never did call it quits. So who knows what's gonna happen with that later down the line. But yeah. These are all our Sims so far. Thank you for coming by. I have been me, you have been you, and we've been playing The Sims too. Bye!